What's up, people? I'm out here. I got my little energy drink with me. As you all can see, I got my little books with me. Y'all can see that. Babylon Temple of Two. Hold on. Let's see that Babylon Temple of Two. I'll be quoting from that. I don't know if I'm gonna be reading it on camera. I can, but some of the words I'm working on, because some of the words are very hard. Then I got my compact Bible dictionary, which is my favorite one too. Let's see here. Then they got the other one down at the bottom in here. It is who is Esau Edom, and I got another one up in there. Who is Esau Edom? Let's see. Uh, Alford uh, Lays guy who had translated Talmud into here. The uh, Hungarian in 1910 was charged by order of the public ministry of the Hungary with pornography, pergern photograph with corruption of public morals. The court found that the horrors contained in the translation of Alf, Alfred Lazy, Luz Lusky, okay, without exception, found that in Talmud, his translation is accurate. Okay, that's talking about a translation of. Okay, let's look right. Contract. I'm gonna get to the point. I'm gonna get to the point of the video, right? What I want. This is not what I want to talk about, but I'm just kind of scanning a little bit. Contrary to popular beliefs, the Jews are not followers of Old Testament law, since they are not the people of the Old Testament, the Israelites. In fact, in the book Sanhedrin, section 88, book 88 book, the 88 page, 88, I guess that's what we mean, 88 books. The Talmud teaches that its principles and laws are of a greater strategy than in response to those of the Bible. It also says that when a Jew claims there is no beach, no no beach, no beach. Let's see here, of Talmudites law, he may act even though a biblical law may be transgressed. It is the Talmud that guided the life and spirit of the Jews. Talmud is to this day the circulating heart's blood of the Jewish religion. Whatever Jew the law, customs, or ceremonies, we Jews observe whatever we are orthodox, conservative, re- reform, or merely spec spec spasmodize Saturneers. I don't know if I'm saying it right. We follow the Talmud. It is our common law. The nature of the Jews is incited not toward biblical principles, but toward Jewish lore and traditions within the Talmud, which is the ministry of Jewish existence. Okay, I can read. I can practice reading that later on. So that's the stuff that I'm into. All right, let's get to this video. I didn't intend. Well, I did it. I did it. Slaves, so-called black people, are of white supremacy. Now, what I want to interpret that is black, so-called black people are the right-hand man of white supremacy, especially black women, so-called black women. They are the number one on the forefront. They go into their wars. When you see a so-called black man, so-called black man, and I'm not downing you, brothers. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying how much darkness that we're in. You see what I'm saying? When I see a so-called black woman in the military, to me that is a sign that I signed up in the enemies. I signed up as a Ku Klux. You see what I'm saying? To me, that's what it represents. And a lot of my people is going to the military and stuff like that. When at the end of the day, they put our people on the front line, but they not gonna put their people on the front line like that. But they want to make sure they looking at it like they said, we gonna put them people, we gonna put them slave so and so, them niggas on the front line. That's in their mind. That's how they looking at it. You see what I'm saying? Um, you can be. Let me show you how mainly true the so-called black woman is of the white hand of white supremacy. Let's say you in a debate with a so-called, you get injustice. You can be in a store, right? The so-called black woman ain't got to know you at all. They ain't got to know you at all. All the so-called white person got to be doing is sitting up there debating and arguing with you because they want you. It could be a debate, a dispute about you leaving your bags up in the front, and they coming back there being totally damn uh, just hateful towards you as a so-called black person. You know what I'm saying? Um, they come and being racist towards you as a so-called black person, right? Now, so-called black person who is brainwashed doesn't know who they are according to the Bible, right? They going to come in, and in essence, their instinct gonna kick in, and they're gonna naturally be on the Caucasian side. They will even threat to even call their counterparts or they police on you. Or some of the so-called, especially the so-called black women, they'll do that in a heartbeat. They will. They don't care. They do not give a damn. They're like, in their mind, you is the enemy. The number one people who is the enemy to the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American black race is so-called Uncle Toms. Those are the right hand man of white supremacy. They are, especially so-called black women. They are the number one people of the right hand man of white supremacy. Because you know who trained them that way? Esau. Because notice, a so-called black woman can say it ain't because they care about that of the so-called black woman. They don't give a damn. They just uses our people is to help them do the dirt that they do. But they can't do that. Especially the one that's what's her name? Candace Owens. Yeah. She's definitely a full-blooded, destroyed individual. She was side she was side with white supremacy in a snap like that. She ain't got to even know you. Be debating with a so-called white person, and they walk in there. She walk in and see you. Guess what she's going to do? She's going to side with them Caucasian people. Why? Because she's dating a Caucasian, so-called married to one. She's natural. Her natural slave-minded, brainwashed instinct is going to kick in, and she's going to defend for those people. And that's just like most of the whole so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American black woman, but mainly the number one person would be the black woman. Now, I'm not degrading my people. I'm just saying how conditioned that they are. They will kill you for the so-called white people. They will kill you. A lot of our people will kill you. What's so bad about it too? If a so-called white man do any kind of rape, robbery, or murder, every so-called black person, when they go in the courtroom, they're gonna be easy. They're gonna be very easy with that so-called white man or that white woman. It ain't gonna be no in the courtroom that they looking at the so-called white person that did that to their child and jump over the damn court benches with the cuffs on the so-called white man, be ready to kill him and be fighting him right in the courtroom. They ain't gonna do that. They ain't gonna jump over no damn. Go and look at some of them videos of how our people do that to their own people in the courtroom. Jump, be ready to jump over the damn table to kill them in the courtroom. But let Esau come up in there like that. That Caucasian man come in there like that. That black man ain't gonna, the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, they not gonna do anything but sit there and be all kind, just like they did Dylan Roof. Dylan Roof went into a black church and shot and killed 9 so-called black people in cold blood. That was in 2015. And guess what they did for him? They bought his ass a ham. They bought the devil a hamburger. That's what they did. Now, with that being said, how many of our black men that they accuse of a crime that they didn't commit, rape, um, any of that stuff, still, whether it was stealing, rape, rob, murder, any of that? How many of our people have they ever took the Burger King like they did Dylan, so-called Dylan Roof, the so-called white boy in 2015? Go look that video up. Go look it up and see what they did when he went into that church in 2015 and shot and killed all of them black people in cold blood and wounded some. Go watch it. Go look at that video. I guarantee you it's still there. And you can look up the one where the so-called black woman said, we forgive you for what you did. Go look at that video. Now go look at how many videos you see of the people when our people go into their courtroom just with some damn drugs, over some drugs, and they still lock them up and give them time for that. They don't say, "Oh, since you got drugs in your system, we're gonna take you and go. We're gonna take you shopping." No, but the so-called white man can go into a church and can kill up a bunch of people, and they sit up there and be like, "Oh, we're gonna take you and guy buy you a hamburger." Make that make sense? Make them. I'm buying a burger. Yeah, think about that. And this is who our people chooses to take up for, like that so-called black woman did to the so-called black man, a couple of maybe a month ago. The so-called white woman told him is to get out, you can leave, because she was threatening this man, telling this man, coming back there like she want to just take his bags. And he wasn't having that. He told off. And while he was in the process of saying that, they had this so-called black woman standing right there. And you know what she said to this so-called black man that looked just like her? "I'll call the police on you." And I'm like, what the hell? They are the right hand man of so-called white supremacy. They are. They will do it in a minute. And if you are a sister watching this hand, if you guilty of that, then you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, they'll take up for him in a minute. Oh, it's not about race. Can't we all just get along and come? You shouldn't do that. Like, they'll come up. That's why the Most High God uses the so-called Hispanic, Black, and Native American man. Because if it was just so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American females here, this whole thing will be fucked up. Hmm. They would be no different from those women who were submissive and willingly gave themselves up as slaves, because they were so destroyed in the mind till they began to develop a respect for the same people who rape, rob, and murder and kills them. And that's part of that Stockholm syndrome that's in them. So I'm gonna get up out of here, people, and hopefully y'all, hopefully the reading was okay, man. Working on it. I'm gonna be doing it when I get off this video. All right, I'm out.